I think I'm the same. Yeah. Like, oh no. So I don't know. We can talk about your lovely little kitty cat now.
Oh, where is she?
She's having a little snooze.
Yeah, is she?
Yeah.
Oh,
Shall I
yeah,
pick her
she
up?
is. Oh my goodness, sure.
I think she's a really good. Okay. Yahra, you have to come on camera. You're gonna be beautiful.
I don't know if she's gonna.
Oh yay!
Oh, CP.
She's so cute. There she is. Look.
Oh.
Hi.
Are you gonna? I don't know. She's gonna want to sit on my lap. No, she won't be scared, but she might just want to cuddle.
Ah.
Hi, monkey. Who's that? Oh, little monkey.
She's pretty cute.
She is. She's very special. She came in as a little litter mate to 2 other kitties.
Yeah.
And they were so young, and we didn't know how old they are, so I'm not exactly sure of her age. I think she might be around 8 or 9 months old. But she, I told myself that I'd never get a kitten.
Yeah.
Again.
Okay.
And did you want down, or did you just want to go over here? And oh, monkey, sorry. Okay, and sorry, that seems solid. And there I got a little tiny kitten, and boy, was that ever a lot to adapt to.
Oh, yeah? But you had cats before.
Oh yeah, no,
dogs?
I've had kittens, and I've been around dogs. And my mom has a dog, and my sister's like, so I've had dogs. I mean, in my condo, which I live in, which is not a dog friendly condo, but sadly. No, I can have a cat, and I'm naturally a cat person in that sense. But no, she's a beautiful, loving temperament and disposition, and I totally believe somehow that animals pick you, because I'd gone for how long without a cat and thinking I would pick an adult cat, and my son and I were wanting a cat, and then I found her, and she just, I don't know, she just fits, and I never had to worry about her scratching him or hurting him, or even she's around my boyfriend's dog, and for how much his dog is a little bit testy with her, not a little bit, quite a lot testy, that she doesn't hurt Sandy is phenomenal. So she just has this inherently, and I'm lucky, loving disposition, that she is protective but not vicious, where you worry about the claw through the nose and the eyes. And
it's nice that on your site you have the different personalities. I thought that was brilliant.
Yeah, well, she was so young that she didn't even fit that. But I mean, I did actually talk with our behavior staff, because we do have our Yelp line and that people can call or check our website. But I did ask them about a behavior tip, because she was getting, I was worried about some behavior stuff with her and how to interact her with the dog, and litter box issues related to that. So I felt like I knew everything litter box related, and I learned new stuff with our phenomenal behavior staff. I'm not kidding. So yeah. It's been a process. Yeah.
Well, she's so adorable. She's so cute.
Yes, she is.
Yay, Yahra. Okay, let's get back on business. So do you have any experience working for an agency or anything different from non-profit?
No, I would say my McNally Robinson, or when I first started out, even like with the city, was was not related to not-for-profit. But no, since then it's been not-for-profit. And of course, my agency experience would have been with the agencies of record that work with the Humane Society, or worked with me when I was with the Winnipeg Symphony Orchestra. So that's, I would say, my most direct agency experience, or in my volunteer capacities with agencies that work on that level.
Okay. And this is a good one. What 3 tips would you offer someone just starting out in PR?
What 3 tips?
My classmates would be lovely. I'm very anxious to know.
The 3 tips. Oh my goodness. Okay, I wish I thought about that one.
Okay.
I would say the 3 tips. The first thing that I guess that popped into my head when you asked that, what was related to what I said earlier about, if you find a mentor to try and really develop that relationship, that's really, really important. And I mean, a good, like, really learn what a mentored relationship should be. So it shouldn't be somebody who's guiding you, not overcrowding you. But the big thing is a thick skin. And and what do I mean by that is, our job is up for criticism by everybody. Everybody thinks they can do better.
Sure.
And that you can take that really personally.
Okay.
And what you need to do whenever you take that feedback, and hopefully you'll find a boss or colleagues who give you feedback, and you take that, you should take it in relation to the project and not in relation that you suck or that you don't know what you're doing. I've often found, and this is a common thing I've had to in my relationships with the people that I mentor, is really stress that they often personalize it and say, oh, I'm no good at this, or I'm a crappy writer, or I'm not creative enough, or I suck at what, and we just internalize all this negative self-talk. And it's like, no, you might be stronger at writing, or maybe you're off writing that for that day or two, or whatever that may be, but not to, the more you do the negative self-talk, the worse you become. Sure. And just, if it's not your best project, it's not your best project. And then sometimes good enough is good enough.
Okay.
Your workload may be so high at that point that good enough is what you need to accept. And that may be hard, because I know it's still hard for me, but a good employer will allow for that.
Okay.
And a good professional will allow for that yourself.
Okay.
So that's really important. And what was the other thing I was going to say? The third bit of advice. Oh gosh, I can't remember now. God darn it, Charmin. Oh well.
Okay. If you think of it, just pop it in.
Okay. Did you frazzle, because that is not a good fit. Okay. I need strong InDesign skills. I need strong writing skills. Teamwork aspect, but also can pump out a lot of work on their own. It's a very demanding position. So I look at a really broad spectrum of those communication skills, and you don't need to be brilliant in everything, but you need to be really strong in writing, because there's a lot of that, and there's the web aspect. I mean, there's just so many things, in all honesty.
So a really good
and what will fit into the culture. Yes, a multi-fit. Yeah. And what will fit into the culture. Often people, when I've had to say, after I've met them, and I think, oh my goodness, they're so impressive, but they're just not the right fit for our environment. And it makes me feel so sad, because it's like, you're fantastic and you're going to do great things, but you're just not the right fit here. And that's a responsible thing from an HR point of view, to make sure that person's going to fit and be successful from that point of view. But it can be hard to hear when you're on the search.
Starting out and you want the job.
Yeah, exactly. So that feels poopy, but that's a reality, and
it's reality everywhere, I suppose. Well, how big is your team?
Oh my goodness. Well, because it's not just communications, I'd have to count it from departments, because I have a few different departments that are in my portfolio. Okay. Yeah. So there would be a variety of direct reports, and then there's staff also, in a roundabout way.
So my closest,
I have my communications coordinator. That's probably my right hand, but I mean, we have the group meetings with, because I have adoption and then foster and like a variety of areas that report. Yeah.
Sounds good. We won't go into it. It sounds complicated. Okay. I asked you that earlier about the Canadian Marketing Association. But are you involved with any other professional organizations like the CPRS or
I used to be more so, when, again, my job was just kind of more isolated into just PR. But now that it's so broad spectrum, and I have to kind of keep up from all those aspects, like the HR and everything. So no, I'm not as directly related in. And so I feel sad about that, in all honesty. But I used to regularly attend their luncheons. I felt they were very informative. I mean, they had the CPRS. I do receive their emails, because I try and then get staff either out to them, or so I think they're important organizations to be a part of, though, if you can be.
Yeah, I've been to only, at this point, one networking thing. But it was fantastic.
Okay,
it's
yeah.
a really great way to.
No, I really enjoyed it when I had the opportunity to attend regularly. I tried to do it monthly, and I actually made a couple of really long-term friendships that I've known since the beginning of my career, that were made back then, that I still carry forward
amazing.
today.
Yeah. And it's nice to have good friendships within a work environment as well.
Yeah, no, I'm I'm lucky. I make friends easy, so that's one good blessing.
Okay. Yeah, you can talk to people. Okay. Do you admire anybody in the field that you particularly kind of think,
I know this is going to sound like I'm brown-nosing, but I have to say I really admire my boss, Javier, and I say that in the most truly admirable way, because I've not had the opportunity. I've had the opportunity to volunteer with really incredible leaders, and I take leadership really seriously about what those values are. And I know I've given talks. I gave a talk at the CPRS actually on what leadership